Hello, AgCom 400. For my cup of culture activity, I chose to read the book A Thousand Acres by Jane Smiley. The reason I chose to read a book was because my community does not offer a lot of cultural diversity. What I enjoyed most about this experience is I love to read. I love to immerse myself in someone else's life, even if it is just for a little bit, even if it is just fiction. The story is set in Zebulon County, Iowa, in the mid-1970s and 80s. Larry Cook and his family are very successful farmers. They own 1,000 acres of successful farmland, completely debt-free. This is very unusual in a time where many families are having to sell off their land just to make their payments. I enjoyed this part of the book because that is when my dad was just beginning his background operation. And he always talked about interest rates that were beginning to be really high, and many farmers were having to sell off their land just to make their payments. What I did not like about the book was the foul language and the vulgar, graphic examples that the author used in her book. I really enjoyed the book. I enjoyed the storyline and the characters, and the way she expressed her characters in the book and their love for farming and their love for their family in the beginning of the book. But as the story went on, the book kind of changed. The family changed. There were many things that happened throughout the book that the family went through some issues. Some things came out about the family that kind of tore them apart. And as the storyline changed, the more graphic the book became. And as the more graphic the book became, the less interested I became in the book. And it was really hard for me to finish the book. But I knew I had to because it was for a grade for the class. So I finished it even though it really went against my beliefs. And I can honestly say that I cannot recommend this book to anyone I know. And Miss Smiley has lost a fan in me. At the end of the book, the family had to end up selling the land because they went into debt because the family became greedy, the children became greedy, and they thought they needed more than what their dad had and what their dad thought was necessary to farm. They had to put the farm up for sale. The houses and all the contents went up for auction to pay off the land and the mortgages. And the family ended up not speaking to each other ever again. And what I learned from this book was that families need to stick together no matter what. Money doesn't matter. Family matters. Thank you.